Welcome to Katy Calls BS, the podcast where we cut through the noise in course creation, digital products, and business strategy. I'm Katy Miller, bringing you blunt advice, real action steps, and the occasional F-bomb because building a business is hard and the BS isn't helping. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Katy Calls BS and Happy New Year. Are you ready to hit the ground running? I'm totally kidding because I'm not. If the idea of work or opening your laptop makes you want to crawl back under the covers or just go back to vacation and you're feeling totally overwhelmed, that's normal. I'm right there with you. You might even be completely rested and ready to hit the ground running after the holiday break. Or you're waiting for your kids to go back to school and don't go back until Tuesday. But I'm guessing the overwhelming majority of you are over this new year, new me energy, or maybe you're just like, let's not talk about it. You kind of eased into 2026 a little bit weary to be back at it. The truth is, you don't do a hard reset on January 1st. We're not software. We're humans. So this idea that you should be fully motivated and executing at full speed as soon as the calendar flips is a little bit crazy. The business momentum doesn't return on demand either. Just because we go back to work, or just because the kids start school again, or just because the new year happened, or Christmas is over, the holidays are over, or vacation ended, especially if you are the one responsible for all the magic production. So why does January feel so heavy? It's not just you, by the way. I've talked to so many people that feel the same way. And it's not just this year. It's not because 2025 felt so heavy. The cognitive overload after the holidays is a real thing. The emotional hangover from all the financial stress of the holidays of December, of November is real. There's the emotional hangover. There's financial stress. There's a lot of family time. There's the end of the year reflection that comes with wrapping up a year. Your nervous system is still in recovery mode. The decision fatigue spikes in early January. P.S. It's why I tell a lot of people not to plan launches in January, especially early January. Like the first half of January, we need to just chill out. We need to recover. A lot of parents especially are in recovery mode, because we had to produce a lot of magic in November and December. So once you get through that holiday break, that magic production season, the time off with your kids, maybe if you went on vacation, there's a lot of time on, and you need time to just recover from the time of being on, and you have to clean up your house. You have to get everything back in order. Or if you're like me, I redid my whole entire office. So there's a lot of time where you just need to chill out. Your brain wants safety, not growth. This is not the time to hit the ground running and change a whole bunch of stuff. But maybe you did get a whole bunch of rest and you do want to do that, and that's okay too. But the whole idea of this, we're going to talk about what to do in a minute, either way, but your brain just really wants safety. So this panic planning, or this, I need to just hit the ground running, that's a stress response. It's not strategy. And what we're about at Katy Calls BS at Miller Social is about strategy. If January feels really foggy to you, it's because your brain is recalibrating. It's not because you're failing. If you are just feeling this overwhelming, I just can't get going, like I don't feel motivated to do anything, I'm just really tired, it's okay. You just need that time to recover and recalibrate. There's kind of a lie about this new year momentum. Everyone expects this magical restart of the new year. This will be my year. This is it. This is it. This is going to be it. I think we kind of stopped saying that about 5 years ago. Most of us stopped saying that. Most of us sort of ease in. We tiptoe. We don't say new year, new me. We don't say this is going to be it. I actually have a memory that pops up every single year, and I keep it on my Facebook memories. I think it's hilarious, and I keep it because I think it's so funny. And it says, 2020, you're going to be my year. I just feel it. And I think it's hilarious because we all know what happened in 2020. But I think that we don't say it anymore. We don't say that our year is going to be magical and amazing because the last 5 years have been a little bit of a wild ride. But you are not going to have some magical overnight clarity a sudden motivation, or a massive January goal setting moment. Most of those goals and most of the things that you think about for a new year, new beginning, are things that you've thought about for a while. They are goals you've thought about for a while. It is not like you went to bed on December 31st and woke up on January 1st with this magical aha moment. There are things you've thought about. There are goals that you've had in, but a lot of the goals that you set, or whatever that you want to call them, resolutions, they are things that take habits, which is why so many of them fizzle out days, weeks into the new year. When people set these big goals like, I'm going to work out every day this year. Well, if you haven't been doing that, no, you're not. You're probably not, because you are going from 0 to 60, and you can't really do that if you haven't set the groundwork for that. If it's not something you do already. Most of the things that take habits, if you don't already have some form of them, it's not likely going to happen. It backfires because people confuse this pressure with purpose. They make these big decisions without energy or data backing them up. So it leads to overcommitting by mid-January. We're trying not to do that. January isn't for pushing. It's for observing. You have 12 months. You have your whole life. But if we're looking at just this year, you have 12 months. Why are you jumping out the gate? You have time. So calm down. It's honestly why I started making bingo cards and not these huge resolutions for the year. Because I was like, hey, we've got time for the year. Let's see what happens over the course of the year instead of making these big declarations. Because then it was a disappointment. I'm going to see how many happen. If they happen, cool. If they don't, oh well, I'm not disappointed. But sure, I'm going to work towards those things. It's not a big disappointment. It's more fun. It's more of a game. So what does this re-entry into the year after vacation, after this holiday season, what does that actually look like? Well, the first step is to lower your bar on your output, okay? Lower your bar on your output. You don't need a whole bunch of content launches or new offers just yet. We're going to focus on clarity, capacity, and clean systems. I talked a lot about focusing on your systems and all three of these things actually towards the end of last year before we took our break. Focus on your maintenance tasks. These are reviewing your offers, cleaning up your systems, looking at what sold last year, not creating anything new right now. If you were inspired after you took a break, maybe you gave yourself some time off social media, maybe you gave some time away from your business, you took time to enjoy your family over the holidays, write those ideas down. But you don't need to create anything right now. If you feel inspired to do that, do it. By all means, do it. If you feel inspired to do it, but don't feel pressure to create something new right now just because you're getting back to work. Step 3 is to regulate before you strategize. Start with short work blocks. Make fewer decisions. There are things you're going to have to take care of. There are things you're going to have to jump back into. But if you can, and if your time allows, start with shorter work blocks. Start with cleaning things up, getting things back in order. I'm sure there were things that you were like, that's a next year problem. That's a January problem. Well, now's the time that you have to deal with them. This is not a reinvent my business energy unless you feel like you can. We're focusing on stability and less on momentum. It's January. Calm down. Okay? Again, you have 12 months. We've got time to reinvent our business. Now is not it. The 3-week ease back framework is going to go like this, okay? So again, we're easing back into things. You can jump back into a launch. February is an amazing time to launch something. If you have an idea or if you're planning on launching something, February is an amazing time to do that because people have recovered. You can get ready for that. Start talking about it. But here's what we're going to do. The first week is going to be observing. That's this week. We're going to think about what feels heavy. We're going to observe what feels really easy. What are you avoiding? If there was anything that you're like, ugh, I don't want to do that. I don't like this. Look at that. Maybe we're not doing that anymore. Next week, we're going to look at simplifying. Cut all those unnecessary tasks. Pause one thing. Reduce expectations. Then the third week, choose one focus, one offer, one content channel, one system to improve. One focus beats 10 half starts. If you can get that one thing done, that feels so much better than 10 things that are sitting undone or half started, right? So here's what we're going to ignore in January. Huge income goals, because don't do that. Comparison posts. If you've seen the 2025 recaps and you're like, I didn't do that, I don't have anything to recap, it's okay. It's okay. I made one and I never posted it. It's okay if you didn't even put it out there. Everyone else is crushing it energy. I can guarantee you everyone else is not crushing it. They may look like they are, but they are not. Okay, not everyone. Keyword everyone. It's not everyone. It just looks like they are. Don't worry about it. The pressure to pivot immediately. You don't need to change everything right now. Take a breath. Take a breath. It's going to be okay. Anyone telling you that January is the time to go all in selling something? No. Just run away from that. If they're telling you that January is it, this is your time to run. This is the time to sprint. This is the time to just sell. They're projecting their own shit on you. So don't do that. No. Look the other direction. Let them do their thing. You don't need to listen to that. Maybe don't follow them anymore. Here's your permission to start slow. It's okay if you have low energy. It's okay if you're uncertain about things. It's okay if you want to have quiet weeks. It's okay if you want to freaking recover for a little bit. Sustainable businesses don't need to sprint right out of the gate. If you are starting tired, you're going to be absolutely done by March. If you're trying to sprint right now and you're exhausted and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired from everything, I need to run. I need to go. I need to sprint. This person told me I need to sell, and I'm exhausted. Guess what? You're going to be burned out so fast. We're trying to build on rhythm, not on adrenaline. Because if you're building on adrenaline, that's when you burn out. Here's the goal. The goal isn't to feel motivated. The goal is to feel steady, because motivation is not what keeps you going. Discipline is. You are not always going to feel motivated. That is not going to happen. I can tell you right now that I do not always feel motivated to go for a run. The reason that I go for a run so consistently is because of discipline. It is absolutely not because I feel motivated to do so. January is going to set the tone for your year. If you want to go ham for the entire year, that's running a marathon for 12 months. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. If you feel like you can go the pace that you set in January for the entire year, then go for it. I'm sure you think you can. But I don't want you to burn out. So that's what I'm trying to help you do right now. I'm telling you that it is not likely why you started a business if you feel like you can run this marathon for 12 months. I bet you that's not why you started a business. Take the time now to look at where you want the balance. Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to go ham for 12 months? Maybe if we panic now, you burn out later. But if we're calm now, you're going to have clarity later. If you listen to the past episodes, the last few episodes of 2025, you're going to hear episodes about how you can set up your audits, how you can look at checklists, selling when it's not hard. You're not behind. You're not losing anything if you don't jump right out of the gate. Or if you didn't share your end of year recap. You're just getting your footing. You're recovering, and it's okay. It's exactly where you should be. I'll see you next week. If today's episode hit home, share it with a friend and hit follow so you never miss the next one. Until then, keep calling out the BS and building your business your way.